welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Anne and this is All the Budgeting. On this channel, I do paycheck cash stuffings, side hustle cash stuffings, cash condensings, and then I always close out my budget every month, which includes a net worth calculation. So if that is interesting to you, I do hope that you consider subscribing, liking, commenting, all of those things. All right, so today I am closing out my March budget. I do this every month. And so I'm gonna start with my closeout sheets. This is where I look at what did I start the month with in each of my envelopes and what am I ending it with and what is the difference. So starting in my priority one binder, emergency started with 800 and it's ending with 5, 6, 657, 20, 40, 60, 80, 800. So no change there. Health started with 250, ending with 152. So I did have to dip into that a little bit. So down 50. Extra week started with 300, ending with 300, 400. So up 100. Home maintenance started with 210, ending with 1, 2, 50, 70. So that went up 60. Home improvement started with 750, ending with 110. I did have to get a new dishwasher, which wasn't exactly planned, but fortunately I had the money. So that obviously went down 640. Car maintenance started with 305, and then with 1, 2, 3, 50, 65. So up 60. Pet care started with 45, ended with 50, 75. So that went up 30. Electronics started with 60, ending with 120. So up 60. Okay. Moving on to priority 2. These first few envelopes don't get counted. They're more revolving spending envelopes. So subscriptions started with 785, ending with 50 plus 40 plus 180 plus 650. So ending with 920. So that went up 135. Extra debt started with 1,560, ending with 2,000, 150, 70. I need a new calculator. This one is just so, oh my goodness. I added them. 2170 minus 1560. So that went up 610. Vacation started with 20, ending with 50, 70, 80. So that went up 60. Christmas started with 60, ending with 120. Holiday dinner started with 115, ending with 150, 75. So these both went up 60. Gifts started with $235, ending with $50, $150, $200, $250, $270, $95. So up 60. And by the way, these dividers are selling like crazy on my Etsy shop, which is really great. And I'm curious from you, let me know in comments, are there any other designs that you'd like to see for those dividers? Because if they're popular, I'd like to provide more options for people. So let me know in comments, like what kind of design would you like to see on those dividers? Would you like a pattern? Would you like different colors? I mean, it's a Canva template, so it can be changed to whatever, but I can also offer it as a printable in case people just don't want to deal with the Canva thing. But yeah, let me know. Okay, entertainment started with 50, ending with 55. So up 5. Clothes started with 70, ending with 100. So up 30. Beauty started with 110, ending with 40. So down 70. Miscellaneous started with nothing, ending with 30. So obviously up 30. Planner stuff started with 120, ending with 150. Crafting started with 15, ended with 20.45. So up 30. And then 1 month ahead started with 15, ending with 45. So also up 30. All right, and then finally, my business binder. So taxes started with 2,070, but 1,870 of that was for last year's taxes. I do have my tax return complete and filed, and so I am removing that from this, adding that to what I will be getting back from the federal government, and so so yeah, that has come out of this total. So started with 2,070, ending with 1, 2, 3, 50, 70, 80. So that came down 1690. Subscriptions started with 1,200, ending with 300 plus 300 plus 80, so 680. So obviously I had some subscriptions come due, so that went down 520, and that is where a lot of my tax refund will go, is to funding my subscriptions and annual expenses so that the money is there when I need it. It's just a big relief off of my head to not have to worry about that. So that's where most of my tax refund is gonna go. Solo ads started with 305, ending with 1, 2, 20, 45. So that went down 60, I think. Yep. Paid ads started with 205, ending with 1, 2, 20, 45. So that went up 60. No. That went up 40. And then finally, tools and services started with 110, ending with 150. So also up 40. Okay, so I started the month with a total of 9,765 in all of my envelopes. So I am going to speed this part up and total up my ending balances to see where I am ending the month with. So I will be right back. Okay, so I am ending the month with a total of 8,260. And so that went down a total of $1,505. Not too bad when you consider the tax money coming out, buying a new dishwasher, subscriptions coming due. Could have been a lot worse. Okay, so I'm gonna now circle this amount and bring it over to my net worth calculation. So last month's net worth was $240,179. And so let's first take a look at my assets. So as we just saw, I have a total of 8,260 in my envelopes. My estimated home value based on Zillow.com is $257,200. My estimated trade-in value for my car is $18,817. And I currently have $117,919 in my 401k. So let's total these up. Okay, so my total assets are $2,196. Let's take a look at my liabilities. So my current balance owed on my Chapter 13 bankruptcy is $19,755. I'm so excited this is going to be done this year. This is down from 6 figures. Like, this is huge to me. I cannot wait. My current principal owed on my mortgage is $114,551. I owe $16,171 on a 401k loan, and I owe $3,377 in medical bills. That is financed through my medical network at 0% financing. So, all right, so let's total up my liabilities. So, so my total liabilities comes to $153,854. So to get my new net worth, I'm going to subtract my liabilities from my assets. So 402,196 minus 153,854. So my new net worth is $248,342. So my net worth went up even though my total envelopes went down. So this is why it's so important to do this, because, you know, otherwise I would have considered last month a loss, right? If everything went down, but obviously not, because things went up, because my liabilities came down. Some of my assets went up. So it's awesome. All right, so let's get the amount change. So this month's minus last month, so minus 240,179. Yeah, so it went up $8,000. 8,163. To get the percentage change, I'm going to take the amount change divided by last month's, so 8163 divided by 240,179. So that went up 3%. Not bad at all. All right, so that does it for today's video. Next up will be my first paycheck stuffing for the month of April. All right, thanks everyone. Hope you're having a great week.